Welcome to the first video ever of Slant Daily Garage. This one here is the project we're going to actually start on right now. This one, I got this car because I always wanted a 68 Dart that had, Hemi, 4-speed and whatnot. I have a drag car and they're fun. Don't get me wrong, they're fun, but I want something I can drive around a little bit more on the streets. That one got to that point, and then when I got the green car, I found out how bitching it was to be able to drive around and actually enjoy these cars. So that's what this one's going to be. This one's going to have a Gen 3 Hemi. I got one of the brand new TKX transmissions for it, 5-speed. It's going to have an 8 3/4. We'll see how long that lives. The only reason why it gets that is because that's what I have. It's going to have an aluminum chunk that's going to go inside there. I've got a Hemi Denny front end for this. So it's going to have coilovers on it. I got a 4-link for the rear. I think it's an RMS. I'm not sure. I bought it so long ago I forgot. But that's what we're starting with today. So today, the key is, let's get the interior out. It got broken. I have a piece of glass up there to replace it with. So I'm going to fix that. But this is going to be a road car. So, road race car. It's going to be a fun car, turning car. It's going to be kind of like an all-around deal. It's a very low-mile California type of car. I did already get out some of the mat that was in there. I got some dry ice and some alcohol and basically took some of that black stuff off, and it just blows right off. It just leaves that little bit behind that you can just scrape off. Makes it really simple. And then we're going to drop all this stuff out. Well, I cleaned out most of it. I got all the crap out of it, vacuumed it out. Couldn't get that out, so that's just going to have to be cut out. I'll get that out with the torch later, but we're starting with a decent car. This came from California, so this is definitely not from the South here, because you'll never find a car like this out here. And it's not bad, No rust that goes through. That's just all surface rust, obviously, because they leak. That's just the way it happens. Here, they put some of that stuff down to, I guess, at some point, and one of the plugs was missing. So it must leak back here pretty good. But once again, California, it never rains, so that's the way it is. All right, as I'm taking this thing apart, I'm just going to show you kind of what I'm doing here. Sorry, but I will get lighting eventually. But in here, you just take these 4 bolts off on this side. There's 2 bolts up in there. Take those 2 off. Same thing here. Boom. And boom, right in there. Take these off, take that off, and I cut the line and I have a vacuum suck thing, so it sucked out the brake fluid. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower this down, drop out the axle, and at the same time, I'm going to be draining some of the fluid out of here. Take the nut off here for the sway bar. Take the nut off right in there that holds the pin for the lower control arm. And then if you come in here, right in here, and you push on this, it's hard to do it with one hand, but see, if I pull on that, it comes out. And then what you get back here is it presses out the torsion bar on the back side. And I just don't want to take these headers off because I'm going to drop this whole engine and tranny right out the bottom on the K member, since I'm not going to be using any of this crap. I guess I'll show you how to do this one a little better. If you press it out to where it's about there, torsion bar is right about there, you can come over here and you see this is nice and wiggly. See how that's all nice and loose inside there? It's very big. You can usually put your hand here, kind of wiggle it back and forth, and pop it out. That one actually came out surprisingly easy. That was normally they're not like that. Normally you got to kind of beat on them slightly right about here. Not much, just tap it. As long as this is out of the cradle that sits to right here, then this thing comes out easily. And then what I do is I just pull this back to right about there, just like I did the other side there. So that way when you drop this thing out, torsion bars are not in your way, and it's a nice little easy deal. Let's give it a look. Make sure that the car is still safe. Give it a wiggle. Make sure it's on the stands okay. Yeah, it looks good. So let's go up. It's always nerve-wracking. This is one thing I've never been able to do at my own house, only at a shop. Oh. Am I going to test the tensile strength of something? I guess not. All right, so just set it down. And there it is. Stripped, done, cut, exhaust, everything done, ready to bolt on, go turn stuff.